on, everybody? It's Coach Reg, aka Mr. Intensity, and my job is to invoke thought and help awaken the world's consciousness one person at a time. Hopefully that person is you. Now, I'm sure the title was like, what the hell you mean I'm going to have to die? Well, you are going to have to die. Everybody's going to have to die someday, you know. And whether you're going to make the choice, I want y'all to make the choice whether you're going to be alive, dead, or just dead later on. Now, here's the thing. First things first, I want you to visit the website intensityfitnessunited.com. Check out any products, promotions, things of that nature. We got some new stuff launching this week. If you're not on the email blast, go ahead and check the email blast out. Also, to stay locked in, make sure you download the Intensity Fitness United app on Apple or Android. Also, if you're going to follow me on Instagram, I put some good stuff up there for Intensity 10 on Instagram and Mr. Intensity on Twitter. Also, was it Intensity Fitness United on Facebook. Now that we got that out the way, I want y'all to understand something. A lot of people have been asking me about this third eye program, and I want to explain to you what it's going to mean. What it's going to mean is you're going to have to die. Not literally, but also kind of literally in the same sense. See, I died. And through death, there was a little bit of pain. I'm glad you've got your soaps, and please review it. If you love it, like you say, King Ryan Brown, please review it. I want y'all to understand that through any significant change you want in your life, you're going to have to significantly get rid of certain things about yourself. And many people aren't ready to do that. They want to bitch and they want to moan and they want to sit back and they want to say, I want this, I want this, I want this. But when it comes time to pay the sacrifice, y'all motherfuckers don't want to do it. You don't want to do it. And I'm here to tell you, you're going to have to get it done. And the reason why it's taking, somebody hit me up last night and said, why is it taking so long to do your third eye program? Because there are so many things that I want to show you that you're going to have to go through, that it's going to take about a good 5 to 6 months to change yourself, really fully. And not even all the way, because it's a process that you're going to learn. And I think that through doing it, it has shown me the much growth that I have done and the death that I had to go through. You have to go through an actual death, a physical death, where your physical actually does not take over your spirit like when you were living in the flesh. You have to live as if your spirit is taking over your physical, by your physical is still doing what it does. And you're going to have to kill certain aspects about yourself. The selfishness is going to have to go. You're going to have to be a lot smarter. People can't take advantage of you. You're going to have respect. You're going to have many things that you're going to have to get rid of. You're going to have to get rid of friends. You're going to have to distance yourself from people. You're going to have to stop doing the things you used to like. All kinds of shit you're going to have to get rid of. And at the end of whatever the change and however long it's going to take, you're going to see that that old person is not you. So, like, say if somebody hit me up and they asked me, about the old Reggie a long time ago, and I'm like, I get kind of offended because I feel like they're talking about somebody else. And I think that a lot of y'all don't realize it because, you haven't known me, obviously. But if you knew me for what I used to be, you would understand that I actually did have to die. And a lot of y'all aren't willing to do the sacrifice, but the ones who are willing to sacrifice, you gotta have to kill who you was so you can be who you want to become anyway. Don't tell me, you can't. Somebody said I'm Christian. I don't believe in the third eye. I've never read anything in the Bible about this third eye. I wonder why. You've never read anything about a Bible about something that's actually in your brain. So that means that if you don't believe in the third eye, Lo, or whatever your name is, you don't believe that you actually have a pineal gland inside your brain. Is that correct? Because that means that you don't believe that you have abilities, which is that's like saying that because the Bible doesn't say I have a second arm, I don't believe in arms anymore. Doesn't make any sense. So the pineal gland is what they call the third eye. It's your intuition, all that good stuff. But it's not about what you believe in. It's about what is to be a fact. So I'm talking about what's a fact. I'm not talking about what's written in the book. I'm talking about what I experience every single day. So when it comes down to it, you can read whatever you want. But if you are like an idiot and you follow something that you know exists, but you say you don't believe it because you follow a book that doesn't talk about something, just because it doesn't talk about doesn't mean it's not real. I don't care what you say. We all have pineal glands. You know what I mean? You have, where does your spirit sit? That's the question. Where does your spirit sit? Where's the seat of your soul? All right. Intuition, this is what we're talking about. Third eye, pineal gland. You can make a funny name for it. It's the seat of the soul, regardless of what you want to say. It's a fact. It's been proven already. And you can continue to be where you want to be. I'm going to continue to teach what I want to teach, and that's what it is. But when it comes down to it, the pineal gland is what we all have. The third eye program is about using what you have to obviously manifest your desires, because you can manifest your desires. It's a fact. And I want to show you how I did it. I want to show you what I went through. I want to show you the change that I went through of letting my spirit have dominion over my life. Because it doesn't matter who you are, when you die. Like, I went to a funeral this weekend on Saturday, and one of my friends, he died really young. And when it comes down to it, you know, he in the casket was not the great man they were talking about on the screen. Him in the casket was the vessel that great spirit was living in and dwelling in. And once that body had no more life force in it, had no more use, that spirit was gone. The spirit doesn't stay in the body, because then you would deal with a zombie. What happens is that spirit that once controlled that body is now gone somewhere else. And, you know, you have to understand, anyway, you have to understand that, you know, you have dominion over your life if you give yourself control and understand that you have the power, because you have manifested good things in your life and you have manifested bad things in your life by the power of your thoughts, by the power of your negativity, the stuff that's put into your mind through you know, TV, the stuff that's put into your body through food. There's things you're going to have to get rid of. So in the third eye program, I'm going to be teaching about lucid dreaming. I'm going to be teaching about astral projection. I'm going to give you your warnings for astral projection. I'm going to teach you how to get healthy. The first thing on the list is to get you healthy, because in order to get you healthy, it's a requirement that through my third eye program, my law of attraction program, whatever you want to call it, you know, you're going to have to get healthy to even have it work. It's not going to work until your mind is thinking clear. It's not possible. It's not possible. So in order to understand, you know, your mind, you know, the mind's true power, the body's true power, your spirit's true power, you're going to have to clear up all those blockages inside your body with things such as cleanses and eating right and all that good. Yeah, black walnut makes you go to the bathroom. Hey, that's what it is. It's what it's for. It's supposed to make you go to the bathroom, but you're not supposed to take it for more than 2 weeks. So I hope you're not doing that. But that's neither here nor there. There's many things you're going to have to change. You're going to have to probably learn how to cook. I mean, or learn how to eat healthy, or learn how to have somebody around you that's actually, you know, eating healthy. You're going to have to change everything. Now, you're going to be mad at me in probably parts of the thing, saying, yo, this is very hard, yada, yada, yada. It's not hard if you've made decisions. See, when you get to a point where you have to make it or break it, you're going to make a decision that I have to do these things or I'm going to die, or nothing in my life is going to change. And if I didn't make these decisions that got me to my mindset that I'm currently am and where I'm going at all times, I would not be a better person. I'll be the same person. I'll probably be still working at Walmart, doing whatever I was doing, still womanizing and doing that stuff, and still watching battle rap all the time, and still doing all this dumb shit that just feeds my lower self and never my higher self, which means I can't never bring more use to this world, because unless you're making somebody else's life better, then you're pretty much wasting your time. And by making somebody else's life better, first you got to make yourself better, and then you can help those around you. You know what I mean? No, I did not do the angel number 666, but it pretty much means that you need to stop focusing on material things. What's one of the big meanings of 666? I don't know. I got into the fact why it's used in the previous video, but that was taken down. Why it's used, you know, for demonic purposes, because it can be misconstrued for demonic purposes. But the angels are not revealing 666 to you for a bad reason. But we have been taught that 666 is bad because they've used it as something bad. But I'll do a video on it. I didn't think many people wanted to see it because the 555 didn't get that many views, and I wasn't gonna, you know, pay my guy to edit a video if nobody was watching it. So I just stopped the angel number synchronicity. People said they want to see it, so I will start doing them again soon. But I got other things on my agenda right now. That's why I haven't done it. But you stay tuned for that. Stay tuned for that. But I want y'all to understand that, when you sit around and you complain, you're not getting nothing done. And when you sit around and you still eat bullshit while you complain, saying how bad your life is, you're not gonna get nothing done. You have to get up off your ass and get it done. You have to get up off your ass and get it done. And yes, it's gonna be hard. Yes, you're gonna have tears. Yes, you're gonna cry. Yes, you're gonna bitch. Yes, you're gonna moan. You gotta accept everything that comes with it. Yes, you might fail a couple of times, but once you made a decision, you gotta understand that the universe, the most high, whatever you want to call it. See, I don't have a name because the names that they've used in the world of who to worship, I don't think that the most high has a name. I don't think you can actually put the most high to a name. So I just say universe or whatever it is. You know what I mean? Um, and by doing that, things in my life has changed for the better. I have a conscience now, like never before. I can't do things that I used to do with no freaking problem, like never before. I get a rush from helping people, talking to them on the phone, giving them knowledge. It makes me feel good. You know what I mean? So when you're living in your purpose, which is bringing more light to this world, you realize that it only happened unless you made that change. But no, a lot of y'all probably don't even know what you're good at yet. A lot of y'all probably don't know what you like yet. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, his name is I Am. That's what I used to say to myself outside. That was one of the exercises that I had used. I used to go outside 3 times a day. I used to ground myself, and I used to say it in the air, I am, I am, I am. And every day, I say it to myself. I haven't grounded in like a week, but I still say it to myself. So you know what I mean. But I don't like to give any names because I don't know. And if I don't know it for a fact, I don't like to say it. So I'll just close my eyes and speak to myself. And I do get answers back. I have been to the other side when it comes to astral projection. Whether you believe it or not, it's true. People actually do it. You know what I mean? But when it comes down to it, make sure you do your research on it. You know what I mean? Make sure you're understanding what you're getting into when you do it. And I'm going to tell y'all what y'all getting into before I teach y'all how to do it. But I am going to teach y'all how to do it. You know what I mean? But I'm going to let you know about the dangers and the good part and the bad part about astral projection, and talk about some of my stories when it came down to astral projection. What is that like? Astral projection is maybe you won't agree with it because I know what you follow, but it doesn't matter. It's real. Astral projection is when you leave your body before you die. Um, if you don't know what it is, maybe you should research it more. But astral projection is it was difficult for me in the beginning because I had certain blocks and I was going through a spiritual awakening at the same time that I tried it. So it took a long time for me to get it done, but when I got it, I got it. And I'm learning new methods every single day. But astral projection is real. And it's probably it was the single greatest experience. Correct. It was one that's one of the things about your cord. But it was the single greatest experience of my life. I woke up from my first astral projection and I cried because I realized that death wasn't even real. We're all energy. And we're all energy. Energy is neither lost nor destroyed. It's only transferred from one object to the next. So being that our spirit, another word for our spirit is energy, our energy leaves this body and goes to wherever it goes, wherever we go. You know what I mean? Whatever you create for yourself in your mind is where you're gonna probably go after this. But that's your belief. That's what you do. But I'm telling you what I know for a fact. And nobody can tell me that it's weird or it's crazy if you haven't done it or you haven't tried it or you haven't researched it. But when it comes down to it, make sure, yeah, make sure, yes, absolutely. You know what I mean? I don't, yeah, exactly. You know what I mean? Yeah, yeah, you're right. You're right. But I want y'all to understand that you're gonna have to die. And the reason why it's so hard for you to change yourself is because you don't want to die just yet. You want to keep the old you. You want to hold on to some. I know, well, I want to change this, but I don't want to get rid of this. But well, I want to get better in my life, but I don't want to get rid of my friends. Like you don't want to change. You don't want to change everything. Well, you're gonna have to take everything with it. Take everything with it, friends. And so I'm telling you, at the end of the day, when you come to the other side, you're gonna realize it was all for the best. Leaving friends, distancing yourself from people, leaving relationships, all that stuff. It's going to be worth it. But you're not gonna know until you do it. But that's what my program is about. That's why I'm taking a long time to do it, because I want to get it right for y'all. And I like to present things correctly in a way where you're going to get benefit from it. So whether I call it my third eye program or my law of attraction program, whatever you want to call it, it's all going to have it in there. Law of attraction is going to have decalcifying your pineal gland. The prerequisite to getting my program is to get a customized program. I'm going to have everybody who gets that program. I'm going to customize something for you. Everybody's going to get that because it's a prerequisite to getting healthy, to changing. You got to have to change completely. I'm talking about spiritually, mentally, physically, emotionally. It's all through the body to the mind. So y'all going through depression, y'all going through anxiety. It's all because of what you eat. You going through depression and anxiety and you got anger. It's because of what you're putting in your body, putting in your mind. You don't realize it yet, but you will realize it when you get that shit out your body and you're like, yo, I feel so much better. God damn. I'm in a good mood for no reason. You know what I'm saying? Yes, you're going to have to humble yourself as well. You're going to have to humble yourself to yourself. You see what I'm saying? You're going to have to really humble yourself to yourself. And your ego is probably big like this, but you're going to have to, to break it. You know what I mean? Let's break it down. Won't you miss family? Listen. Okay, I want you to elaborate, Xavier. What do you mean, won't I miss family? I moved away. What do you mean, won't I miss family? I see my family often. I see them often, but sometimes you have to go on a journey where you have to isolate yourself to become better. And I think sometimes family can, not my family, but I believe sometimes family can hold you back from that. They don't know you for the new you. So a lot of times when you are in this, your family don't accept who you have become, and they kind of cause opposition. You know what I mean? Exactly. You're right. Sometimes family is in the way. That's what I'm saying. Sometimes family, you're gonna have to get to know yourself by yourself. Sometimes I think people will stay around their family for too long. They become dependent on their family for strength, or just don't want to be alone from them. But sometimes to get real growth, you're gonna have to leave those you feel comfortable with, or leave those you feel like will help you out if you fall. You know what I mean? Because I think that if you don't have anything to stand on, that's going to bring the greatness out of you. So I left. I moved to Delaware, away from it. I don't have any family around here. I moved away because I wanted to really grow. And I realized that I was growing, but I realized where I was living wasn't conducive for my new growth. So I wanted to just take my family, my kids, my wife, and roll out. Because why? Because now I understand my true power, and my true power doesn't need anybody but the ones that I actually am responsible for. As a man, you got to be responsible for the ones you're responsible for, your wife and your children and yourself. You know what I mean? So you must understand that you can't be responsible for everybody. You know what I mean? When it comes down to it, yeah, you can't say you're right. You're right about that. Friends. Oh shit, I don't even hang around nobody. I don't hang around anybody. Friends went a long time ago. I see a lot of my friends at my old friends back in the day. I can't say friends now. Old friend associates at the funeral. I left the funeral early. I don't got nothing to really say. I gave you that, say what's up, and we out. Cause if you know what I do, me. We don't hang around each other. I don't get invited. I don't invite you. So we're good associates, and there's nothing wrong with having associates. You don't gotta hang around somebody every day like it's still high school. We all living our lives. You know what I mean? When it comes down to it, so it is what it is. You know what I mean? So when it comes down to it, they gotta go. A lot of people gotta go. You gotta go. Somebody gonna have to go, and sometimes you gotta go. You gotta leave, and don't be afraid. If you understand you made a decision, you'll understand that everything's gonna work out for you. Just make sure you planned. You know what I mean? Once you change, your family and your friends will review the true selves. That's also a fact. When you change, they will review the true selves, because if they're really a friend, they'll accept you in any form, especially if you're trying to get better. With a lot of friends that I used to hang around, they don't accept me in this form because I probably make them uncomfortable. They know I'm not into what they into, so we distance ourselves, and that's cool. And sometimes you got to realize that. I'm at a different stage in my life. I don't really need friends to begin with anyway. I really don't. When you get so comfortable in your own body with your family and understand your purpose, you won't feel the need to surround yourself with a large amount of people. Your circle will be very small. You know what I mean? Because there's only a certain group of people that actually can deal with what you're dealing with in your mind and talk to who you're talking to. So you'll realize that the higher you go, the less people are going to be around you. See, the lower, see, when you're in a different vibration, you'll be have people all around you all the time, all around you all the time. People will be, you'll have something in common with everybody. But as you grow in life, you will have less and less people around you until it's just you and the ones you really care about. And at the end of the day, friends are not needed if you have those people around you to confide in. Your family, your actual family, or some close people to you that actually care about you for who you are, not from what they can get from you. You know what I mean? Understand that. You know what I mean? Same here. At first, it was a struggle. It made me feel really sad, but once I got over that part, I understand clearly I don't need them. You didn't. Like, you really don't need them. And back in the day, when I first started to lose friends and when I changed, and I was always the friend that wanted to do something more with his life. I was always that friend who always wanted to own a business and wanted to help people and wanted to do this, and I was always on it. And I could see the people around me they was talking hella shit about they wanted to grow, but they really wasn't doing it. Like, I'm doing it, but you talking it. And as I did it and they see what I was doing come to fruition, we separated more and more. And then I did more, and then I did more, and then they didn't do more. And then you separate yourself anyway by what you're doing because you are a walking reality check. So because you're about your talk and they're just talking, you know what I mean? Understand that, as you walk around doing what you're talking about, you're a walking reality check. And you're gonna unintentionally make people feel uncomfortable about their own lives because of what you're doing in your life, which is going to initially make your friends not want to be around you because they're going to feel some type of way. This motherfucker think he better than, all this stuff. You better than me. Like, I don't think I'm better than you. I'm just trying to be better than me. I'm sorry it offends you. I'm sorry it makes you feel some type of way. But you got to understand that, these people out here that call themselves your friends, I want you to do this for me. I want you to start to grow. And if they stay around throughout your growth, whether they wanna grow, understand that, these guys throw me off. Hold on. Sorry. Okay. Yeah, I want you to understand that if you grow and they stay around regardless of your growth, I want you to understand that if they stay around for all of it and they are willing to grow with you, because sometimes when you grow after not being around them and then you come back around them and then you're at a different level and they're still here, you're gonna have to talk about anyway. So you're not gonna be friends anyway because you just can't. Like, you're talking about the NFL and I'm talking about helping myself. I'm talking about opening this business and investing in these products, or I'm talking about, real estate, and you're talking about the fight that happened around the corner. We don't got nothing else to talk about. And that's sometimes how you can separate, friends from not friends. You know what I'm saying? Have you ever heard of Bill Wise experience in hell? No, I haven't. It doesn't really make a difference. I'm talking about, I don't really care too much about other people's experiences anymore. When I first started doing astral projection, I cared because I wanted to know what they went through. But as I astral project, it doesn't matter because it's all about my experiences now because I know how to do it. You only learn about people's experiences if you don't experience yourself. But that's like saying, you ever heard this dude was in the NBA? About why you in the NBA. You don't really care about what he's doing over here while you doing you okay, we're worried about your game. And in this field, I'm worried about my game. So in astral projection, I'm not worried about how somebody else is experiencing his thing because it's going to alter my mindset for what I'm going to experience, because your mindset really pushes you to your experience. If you say somebody experienced hell in astral projection or whatever they experience hell, it's going to alter your perception of how you're supposed to experience your astral projection, putting fear in your subconscious, and you're going to experience entities that attack you in your astral body. So I don't care about that kind of stuff because it actually does affect you in your world. Am I from Philly? Yes. I grew up in Jersey, but I'm from Philly. I go back and forth. I lived in PA for like 4 years when I was grown, but I was born in Philly, so that's correct. Yes, you probably can hear it in my voice though. But I'm like South Jersey. I was born in Philly, all that stuff, Yeah. But I mean, some quick tips for y'all. I hope that y'all got something from this. I just felt like talking right now about this program that I'm developing about February. February is gonna be a big month. We're gonna have a lot of stuff launching, a lot of soaps, a lot of lotions. I'm not wrong. So That's it. But a lot of soaps, a lot of lotions, and all that stuff. Programs, the credit stuff. Everybody gotta get their credit together. When it comes down to it, just make sure y'all taking this information and y'all using your lives. And you always do research. Never take my word for it. Always do research about what I'm talking about or whatever you hear. You know what I mean? We got to this point by only accepting one person. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Understand that. Not all people are like that though. Some people are just, Jimmy. Sounds like low sounds like, yeah, I know. I know. I know. I don't deal with that as well, but I mean that's him. That's him. He can do what he wanna do. But I mean make sure y'all, taking care of yourselves and y'all bettering yourselves. You can never complain about a problem if you're not willing to do what it takes to fix it. You need to if you understand. Yeah, it's crazy to see not people not understanding that level you're speaking of. Yeah, but that's part of the game, That's why I don't really people that I know in person, I wouldn't talk to them about this in person because literally I don't feel like feeling their energy go all over the place. Oh, you definitely can't push belief on people. But you see, I never tried to push belief on him. What's up? What's up, Marcus? Marcus who? Do I know you actually personally, Marcus? But what's up though? What's up if I don't know you personally? But you never can push belief on friends, family, you know what I mean? And do that. You can never do it. They have to actually experience this stuff on their own. They have to do their research. You know what I mean? So when it comes down to it, I'm not answering no more questions, Lo. It's a wrap for your questions. But when it comes down to it, make sure, you're always, researching your stuff. Make sure you're always focusing on yourself. Make sure you're always doing what you do, and always bettering yourself. Like I say, if you focus on one thing every day for 365 days, you'll be 100% better. Every single day, you'll be surprised the person that you become with the right tools. You'll be surprised the person you come with the right instructions, and you actually commit to it. Don't bullshit. Don't bullshit yourself because you cheat. You cheat yourself all the time by accepting what somebody told you to accept when you was a kid. You know what I'm saying? See, I'm telling you. I'm telling you right now. You definitely got to move at rapid action. You definitely got to move at rapid action. Serious. You definitely got to move at rapid action. All right, it's enough of that. You know what I mean? Make sure you really move. I'm telling you. Seriously. Anybody got any questions? I'm about to get out of here, but anybody got any questions? You got any questions? I'll answer whatever questions you got. Cause I got this on my soul. I really see a lot of people around here. They refuse to die. They refuse to die. But you want to run your mouth all damn. How you running your mouth all the time, but you refuse to die? You don't want to pay the price? Oh, this person has that because they died. This person, has a freaking doctorate or whatever they got, or they're in a situation they're in life because they were willing to die. While you were out there partying, they were probably working. You know what I'm saying? While you were running your mouth, they were doing something about it. While you were complaining about your bills, they got that little 9 to 5 to get them to that situation. Understand that. I want you to understand that. Don't bullshit. Don't be a punk. I'm telling you, in 20 years, you'll wish you had done this. Especially if you go to the doctor and that doctor tells you got cancer or something that you really don't feel like you can get rid of, because after the doctor tells you got something, you got a whole box of medication now because you didn't want to listen to me when it was easy, when it was cheap. Listen, don't ever say that I am expensive because I'm not cheap, but I ain't expensive when you look at that doctor's bill. Because when y'all look at that doctor's bill, if your health insurance don't cover it, and if you don't have health insurance, you are shit out of luck. Oh, coach, now I can't see, I'm blind. But didn't you hit me up when you could see? But I just went back to meat and I can't give it to my girl no more, but I went on a vegan lifestyle for a little bit and then I was getting better and then I stopped. What you want me to do? You got the tools. I hear this all the time. I was on a lifestyle and then I stopped and then my stuff don't work no more. But it was working. But it don't work now. Well, get back on this shit. I don't know. And I understand it's hard. You know what I mean? I understand it's hard, but I understand you gotta do it. You gotta get it done. Get it done. You know what I mean? Telling y'all, stop accepting everything. That's why we're in this trouble we're in, because we accepted history. We accepted everything they taught us when we were kids, and we never researched it as adults. Because by the time we became adults and we found out it may be bullshit, I'm not going to go find out if it's bullshit, because I can't deal with the truth. I can't take the truth. So I'm just going to accept the lie. I'm going to currently live in the lie, knowing it probably is a lie, but I really won't research it. You know what I'm saying? While taking the colon cleanse, can we take other supplements like maca or moringa? Well, it's in the program. It's a regimen that you follow. You know what I mean? If it's in a regimen, I don't want to give the regimen away. Once you heal your body, don't go backwards. Seriously. What up, Domination? Did you grow up? Did you grow up? I don't know who's talking about. Yeah, when it comes down to it, you know. But I want y'all to understand that I want you to take it one day at a time. I'll probably drop in a video today. So check the video out today. It's a good one. Stay tuned for that. Make sure y'all visit the website, 10cityfitnessunited.com. I just had this stuff on my heart. Want to talk about it for a little bit. You know what I mean? I'm not a vegan, and I know I got the third eye. What are your thoughts? You are a human, and everybody has a third eye. They call it a pineal gland. Everybody has it. It's like the hypothalamus, pituitary, thyroid gland. Everybody has this gland. It's at the center of our brain. It's the size of a pea. It's probably fully calcified, so you don't know who you are. I'm like a damn X-Men. I can feel everything. Everybody has abilities. I'm telling you right now. Doctors don't give a shit about us. They honestly hate us. Hate for you to ask the question about your health. They always hate that. I see everyone going to plant life. You think that will put a spotlight on the plant life, and they poison? Yeah, they do. They do. They do. So you gotta be really careful with that. Really careful. You know what I'm saying? What were you curious of? Because I don't know what you're talking about. You know what I mean? I can too, man. Somebody said what? What's this? What are your thoughts? Yeah, I know you. Yeah, wow. Yeah, you got to be really careful with the plants out here, because what they want to do now is they want to control the seeds. If they control the seeds, they really got us. And then we're only in the spirit's hands. So when they control the seeds, we're really gonna have to start planting our stuff and getting into agriculture, because when they get the seeds, if they haven't already gotten them, it's a wrap. And we just got to figure out how to do what we do, you know, because what they're trying to do now is get control of the seeds. And once they get control of the seeds, they're going to start putting all the concoctions and bullshit in them. And then it's going to be, you know, lights out. And they want to make it lights out for everybody anyway, because they want to block you through the chemtrails and all that stuff. They want to block you. But that's cool. You do what you do. I'm not worried about what you can get in this physical body. I've already ascended. So when I ascend spiritually outside of this body, I welcome it. I really care less. You know what I mean? What about putting the chemical they are putting off? What about the chemical they are putting off from the chemtrails? What about it? It's more chemicals than you would imagine that's in the chemtrails, in the food, all that stuff. It's more than you can ever imagine. You know? But you don't know how it affects you until you're living in an area where they don't put chemtrails up, or you're living in an area where they don't have that kind of food. You know what I'm saying? With our garden, they're trying to get to the soil as well. They're trying to poison the soil too. You know, so watch out for that. They trying to do all kinds of stuff. And people always ask me, are you going to leave Babylon? No. No. There's no way to leave what's going on. It's Earth. It's Earth. It's Earth. And as long as you wake up a little bit, you'll be able to see all that. So the point is to make you feel dumb so you don't wake up and see what's going on. That's the point. And if you understand what the point is, you'll have a way to fight it. You'll try to create ability to fight it. It's doing things for yourself. But they realize that even if, you know, the people who are watching or want to watch this video are going to watch this video and you're going to wake up, they realize that it's only about 1% of you that's going to wake up, and the 99% out here is going to still be sleeping. So if you look at the math of that situation, you'll realize that those people out there, they're always going to win because they got the majority. They got the vast majority. You know what I mean? Do you think Canada is better off than the U.S.? Yeah, I do. I do. What do you watch for spiritual knowledge? I used to watch things for spiritual knowledge. I don't watch anything for spiritual knowledge anymore. I focus on myself. I talk to my ascended self, higher self, ascended masters, things of that nature. Spirit guides, it all comes to me now. So if I want a spiritual knowledge, I'll astral project. Let me see. How many times have you broke your vegetarian commitment, brother? I probably broke it in the beginning about 5 or 6 times. I have. Yes, the world is Babylon, absolutely. But they can't, so they're lying. They're trying everything, but they can't. Yeah, they can't. Listen, what they're trying to do is they're trying to survive. Understand that. They're trying to survive. They know their end is coming soon. So they're trying to survive. You know what I mean? So because they're trying to survive, they're going to do everything they possibly can do to stay alive. So let them have their fight. But it is what it is. They can't win this battle. They're going to try. This is their last stand. We're coming into the age of Aquarius. Understand that. And listen, I'm only here for as long as my physical body is here anyway. After that, I'm out anyway. And I'm not afraid. And that's the best part. That's why when you're not afraid and you realize what life is, you kind of live with a different kind of mindset. You live, you know what I mean, with different rules. You live with a different purpose. You know what I mean? Do I believe in the rapture? That's another conversation. I talked about that before too. That's another conversation. That's another conversation. I would like to delve in that in another video. Hey, I'm starting a clothing cleanse and if you're starting a clothing cleanse, please hit me up on my email about that. We'll talk about that in the email. You know what I mean? Yeah, the fear is definitely gone. The fear is definitely gone. It's gone. But you only get that feeling when you actually astral project. And that's just like, what the hell? Like, I'm looking at my body. This is crazy. Like, you're sleeping and I'm here and I'm looking at you. So that makes me, this is what I did, right? I'm looking at my physical body from my astral body. And I'm like, so you're sleeping and I'm here. And I looked at it for like a good 5 minutes. And I'm looking at it. I'm like, this is crazy. And I'm looking at my hands and I'm like, I touch the wall and it goes through the wall. I'm like, this is crazy, right? This is wild. And that's when I realized, yo, that's only a little body there. After you cut this cord or this shit dies, I go somewhere else. And this here, this is just a vessel. It's only a vessel, y'all. Don't trip about it. Do not trip about it. Lucid dreaming into astral projection. That's going to be talked about in the program. Oh yeah, we're getting into it. We're getting into it. I don't talk about many things because I'm still diving deep in a lot of stuff. And a lot of things, a lot of people can't handle, the deep diving, which is why, you know what I mean? Yeah, it is amazing. Natural vibes. It's amazing. I told you, for my first astral projection, I woke up and I cried. This is like, I was like, I bawled out. It was experience that I experienced in astral projection that you probably wouldn't. My family, I wouldn't even tell them. They wouldn't even believe me. They wouldn't believe me. But I've seen people that I used to know, family that I love to this day, and that I'm like, why are you still here? It's crazy. Like, why are you still here? But they wouldn't believe me, so I won't even tell them. Because I told my mom one time, and I think that she just nodded her head. But you know how the mom don't want to tell you, I think you're full of shit, son. So she just nodded her head, and she was like, okay. But you didn't believe me. But it's okay. You don't gotta believe me. One day you will. I hope not like in the other realm though. You know what I mean? But it is what it is. But I'm about to get out of here. I love y'all. Make sure y'all stay focused, and I appreciate y'all. All right. So this is Coach Reg, aka Mr. Intensity, and my job is to invoke thought and help awaken the world's consciousness one person at a time. Hopefully that person is you.